This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV in association with MTK Global in Los Angeles ahead of Wilder Fury. I'm joined by the juggernaut
himself,
Joyce.
Yeah.
How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, I'm good.
Did Tyson Fury drop you in sparring?
Oh, met him multiple times. But I spent most of the time on the canvas.
What?
No, it's good. It's good work. We did it up in Big Bear, like really competitive spars. We had, sparring with Guido as well. Guido Vianello, Italian heavyweight. He would have been Olympian. Well, he's Olympian. He was with Rio with me, but yeah. But now Tyson went down to the Wildcard gym and did some training there, and here we are. We're approaching fight night.
3 days away. Just coming on to that rumour. Everyone loves the sparring rumour. There's so many of them. No one knows whether they're true or not. But where did this actual rumour actually come from?
I don't know. We're trying to find them all. We're hunting him, he or she down.
He or she could have been, yeah.
Or he, she.
He, she could have been a cross between the two, possibly, yeah. But yeah, we have no idea where it comes from or anything.
Nah. Do you know? Are you the mole?
No. Definitely not. I'm offended you'd even suggest that. No, definitely not. But anyway, Tyson denied it, Ben Davison denied it, you denied it.
So that's what's important. Oh well, sure he's got something to say about it. He's got the lip zipped.
There you go. How many opponents were in the running for this weekend?
How many opponents?
Yeah, prior to Hanks being confirmed.
Oh, only one.
Oh really? Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously our first choice was what's his name? Washington. Yeah, Jarrell Washington, but he's taken the fight with Naki. So yeah, I'm fighting Hanks.
Joe Hanks. You won't remember Millie Vanilli. Do you remember Millie Vanilli?
No, who's that?
You're a bit young. No, yeah. You're not young. How old are you?
But I mean, my boxing knowledge is terrible. So
no, Millie Vanilli was a group.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What,
do you
boy
know
bands?
Millie Vanilli?
No, I don't know.
They were a group.
Pass.
But they were famous. They were twins.
Yeah.
And they were famous for not singing their own songs. So they'd go out and perform, but it was someone else's voice.
What?
Google them, Millie Vanilli.
Yeah.
But the reason
so they were just like mime and.
Yes, correct.
That's mad.
And no one knew about it for a little while, and then people started.
That's true.
Getting onto it.
I have to Google it.
But anyway, Joe Hanks. I hope he's not around here. He might know what I'm talking about, but he reminds me of someone from that group. It's the hair, I think.
All right.
Suffered a couple of defeats in his career to Ruiz Jr. and Derek Rossi. But
yeah, he's got a good. He's got a great record. He's only had 2 losses, and he's in shape. He looks good. So yeah, so I'm gonna have to. He's got that herky jerky Philly shell or whatever. So I'm gonna have to get past that.
Always felt since you turned pro, it's a kind of like a little behind-the-scenes game of how far can we push Joe Joyce?
Oh yeah.
How adventurous can we get with Joe Joyce's matchmaking? Is that fair to say that?
Yeah.
People behind your career have that's been kind of the thing?
Yeah, we want big fights and big names and I guess I haven't got a lot of time, so I've got to try and step up and when I want to step up, these people don't really want to take it, or I don't know. So I'm just I'm just happy that I have an opponent now and there's nothing gone wrong. Yeah. Terms and conditions apply.
Say that again?
Terms and conditions apply.
Obviously. Obviously. Let me ask you about Jarrell Miller.
Yeah.
Obviously, I spoke to Jarrell Miller in Kansas after his win over Bogdan Dinu.
Yeah.
But that's a fight that you and your team clearly would make.
Yeah. If
it was possible.
Yeah. I'd love to fight Baby Miller, man. Be a good fight. Be good old scrap.
Do you rate him?
Yeah. I think he can punch, and he he comes forward. He's kind of likes to get into wars and throw bombs over the top and stuff like that. So I watched his fight with Jarrell Miller, where he took him out. That looked good. So
Washington.
Washington.
Gerard Washington, yeah.
Gerard Washington.
So you just combine the two together and
Yeah,
come
I
up
know.
with,
I know.
come up
They
with,
blended in my mind.
Yeah,
Like.
if they had a child, maybe it would be called Gerard Miller. Yeah. But yeah, his response to it was that, what have you done to earn it?
Yeah.
So that's what he kept saying.
See, that's what I mean, because I'm like, you know, until I've got some proper titles and like, I don't know, people, I don't know, it's just.
Do you think people look at you as an unnecessary risk to take?
Maybe they're like,
unless they're getting paid an extortionate amount of money.
I could do this route and take on Joyce and whatever, or I could take this route, which should be a lot easier. I don't know, but yeah. So.
So do you feel like, do you feel like they kind of think Joe's got to bring something to the table?
Yeah.
Really, in terms of some sort of like ranking or a title, etc.
Yeah. So if because I mean, you call me Horrible Joe and hey, Mr. Morelli. What's up?
That's Adam, big Adam M. Can't see him, but he's here live in the flesh. Yeah. So. What's the plan then? Get yourself a title and get yourself higher ranked, and maybe some of these opponents may kind of entertain the idea of fighting you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not that hard to fight. I mean, come on. Nah, yeah, I think it's just politics, isn't it? And I don't know, you know better than me. I don't know, I just like train and put some gloves on and box. I mean, you must know more than me.
No, I can kind of see. Part of me can sort of listen to someone like, what's going on? It's like things being passed under the table.
Joe bought me a Rolex for my 30th birthday.
Oh,
pending.
They can't hear what you're saying from there, but
keep me out.
There's stuff going on anyway. I've seen also your team's kind of put together a little hit list for 2019. And Luis Ortiz is on that hit list as well. Who's actually
I saw him earlier actually.
Yeah, what happened?
Huh?
Anything?
Oh no fisticuffs or anything.
No, I didn't expect that.
No kerfuffle or anything.
Yeah. But that again, that's another fight for 2019 that you want to target. And who come up with this list?
I don't know, like myself and Sam and my team. The attack list.
Yeah. Why don't you actually get in it, Sam?
Come on then.
Do you know what? This is like a carry-on film in a minute.
Is it rolling?
Yes, it's rolling. It's been rolling the whole way through.
Musical chair.
I get absolutely sure they're going to say out pieces. Okay.
No, I can't turn.
Bring it on.
Yeah, carry on.
Bring it on.
Let's go.
Bring it on. Bring it on. Right.
The baby Miller
you
situation.
just left me hanging.
We need Joe because you're kind of sharing that mic. So I need you to kind of sat together.
So the baby Miller situation. We spoke to Jarrell Miller. I actually really like him. He's a good guy. But he said, Joe's not ranked. Joe's top 10 in the WBA. And the geezer we fought last week, we tried to get for Joe's debut, that Bogdan Dinu. He's got a good record. He's undefeated, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But we tried to get him for his debut, and he's calling out the likes of, no offence to Dave Allen, who I really get on with, but he's calling out the likes of Dave Allen, who's categorically said he's not going to fight Joe. But to be honest, we wouldn't take the fight with David Allen, because if Joe beats him, Joe's public enemy number one. So if that means we're ducking Dave Allen,
public enemy number one.
So, but the baby Miller fight would take next fight, no problem, on the Anthony Joshua undercard in April. No problem.
So your words in that tweet were, "We'll come up with something spicy for you."
Spicy mid-roll.
We spoke to Al Heyman, and Al Heyman likes to fight, so we will be putting him an offer to his team.
Okay.
Yes.
For potentially
whenever he wants to fight, we'd take it this weekend, no problem.
But can you see why Baby Miller wouldn't really want to take a fight with Joe?
100%, because...
Not because he's frightened of Joe, but does it make sense for Baby Miller's
100%.
career?
I spoke to
because it's a big risk, isn't it?
Jarrell, you can see the guy, he's a big, strong guy, he's not scared of Joe, but I think he does know what would happen in that fight. I honestly do, hand on heart, believe that. That's my opinion. What are you laughing at?
No, I'm not. I'm listening to you.
He's smirking.
I'm listening to you.
He's doing something anyway.
I said to Joe, categorically, and you can say, I'll get to slaughter this. If Joe can't beat the likes of Jarrell Miller, there's no point being in boxing. Because if you can't beat the likes of him, he's got small arms, hasn't he? He's got arms like a T-Rex. He's not overly that fast, and he breathes out of his arse after 3 rounds. If you can't beat someone like that, you're going nowhere. Joe would beat him, and very comfortably as well.
Do you know what I'd like to do? I'd like to mould like.
Oh, can you hear these Christmas tunes, by the way?
Yeah. You want a little bop? Go on, Joycey. I'd like to mould like a Joe Jones, right?
A Joe Jones.
So that's a combination of your fighting skills and his fucking mouth.
Oh yeah,
right.
Do you know what I'm saying? Joe and your people. No, listen to me.
That's what I'd like to do.
Listen.
He should do the calling out for you.
No, but the problem is, I get absolutely sucked because you say to Joe, do you think we was talking about the
I don't care. I just like boxing.
We was talking about the Michael Hunter fight the night. Just me and Joe. It was just me and Joe in the room and in the living room. And I was like, Joe, how do you think you get on with him? Yeah, it's a long fight. I think Joe would absolutely destroy Michael Hunter. He's a really good top fighter, Michael Hunter. He's got these big balls. He gets stuck here. Joe would destroy him.
Okay.
Honestly,
that fight kind of makes sense. He's coming off the back of the Bacoli win and now win over Ustinov.
The thing is with
Martin Bacoli.
The thing, Martin Bacoli. I don't want to get down that road again. Martin Bacoli. Wow.
No, say what's on your mind if you've got something to say.
I'm not giving it the time of day. That's the most ridiculous conversation of all time. Tyson Fury actually told me, because I got about that fight. He said, I bet you any amount of money Bacoli loses to Michael Hunter. And I was like, no, I'm sold. Bacoli's going to be the greatest heavyweight of all time, which is what we were told. And Tyson, I owe Tyson.
Oh my God, did you see Ustinov?
I owe him 20 quid now, Tyson, for that fight.
But people say I'm slow. What the fuck?
KUGAN, someone said, Joe gets accused of slow Joe. Joe goes, if I'm slow, Ustinov's in reverse. Ustinov.
Do you know what?
Stuck in
my best memory of Ustinov is the weighing he had with Tyson Fury, where he called him the big lummox of the fight that never happened. The fight that never happened. But
it was when Chisora pulled out, wasn't it?
Correct.
Tyson was meant to fight him in Manchester.
And then Tyson didn't fight.
His uncle passed away.
Correct. So. So your hit list. We were just talking about your hit list. Did you come up with it? Go on, tell me the realistic hit list.
So we've put together.
If you don't agree with any of these, please jump in, Joe.
Yeah, we'll.
Joe and people think, oh, this gobshite, he just chat. We all talked in this, and we're the first person we consult. We say to Joe, look, this is our list. This is what we're going to go through. So now we've got Al Heyman, and we've got a list. The Huey Fury fight, I think, makes sense. I think it really does make sense. Look, we know we're very good friends with Peter.
Does it make sense for Huey though?
No, but what I'm saying, Huey's come off the back of what's his name? Kobrat Pulev.
Correct.
He's the British champion, and he's floating around world level. Joe's now ranked in the top 10 in the WBA. If people didn't know that, he's ranked top 10.
You do now.
You do now, yeah. He's I think as a boxing fan, would you like to see that fight, Kugan?
Yes. From a fan point of view, yes, I would, but I could understand again why Huey Fury
100% don't want a part of Joe Joyce, and I get that.
No, hold on. You're saying it from a don't want a part of Joe Joyce as in.
No, I don't mean it like that. I mean, like, does it make sense for him?
Does it make sense for him? That's what I'm saying.
But
yeah,
that's the mindset of everybody. So what we're going to have to do is, it's just it comes down to cheddar, doesn't it? So we're going to have to get offered more money, which is what's going to happen. We've got a meeting with Al Heyman again on Thursday, and we're going to get something happen. After Joe beats this chap on Saturday,
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
Joe Hanks.
Joe Hanks.
Listen, he's in. Listen, Tom. You've got me saying Tom Hanks.
Do we watch Shipwrecked? Was that
a dreadlock version of
Castaway?
Castaway. You watched Castaway the other day, yeah. Wilson.
So pay this guy respect. Shouldn't overlook anyone. Listen, he's coming to win. He's only lost twice, so he's in shape. So he looks like Saracen from the Gladiators. That's it. Remember that?
Yes.
Saracen from the Gladiators. So he's going to fight him, and then we've got 3 or 4 names we're in mind.
Tell me. You've mentioned Luis Ortiz as one of them at some point.
Listen to me, Joe Luis Ortiz, great fighter, really old. But again, how old is he? 50 years old? He's genuinely 50 years old. I think he's a lot older than what people say he is, isn't he? 50 years old. So again, if Joe can't beat a 50-year-old man, what are we doing? It's fact. I don't know what you're laughing at. I'm going to get slaughtered again for these comments.
I'm not laughing.
Rather you than me.
I'm not laughing.
He's a terrific fighter, but do you know the reason why he couldn't beat Wilder? Because he ran out of gas. He was too old.
Oh yeah, because he
ran out of gas.
Once he stopped going round to the right, once he stopped going round to the right, got tired because obviously he's southpaw and he wants to get on the past his leading foot on the right. So once he slowed down, that's when he got caught. But I mean, he nearly took Wilder out. That was like, nearly got him. Like if he was younger, a younger Ortiz, he would have taken him out.
I'm going to get slaughtered again, but because it's like I'm not. He's a terrific fighter. But again, he's 50 years old. Got to be able to.
Who else is on the list? Tell me.
Washington was on it, but do you know the fight I really want for Joe is Adam what's his name?
Kawanaki.
Adam Kawanaki.
Yeah.
And I think for TV, that there for the fans' fans' perspective,
be a car crash.
It's a car crash, and it's too big. It's two men that's coming forward. It's going to be a barnstormer for the fans, and that's what there's one thing with Joe, like he wants to entertain fans as well. He doesn't want to be in boring fights. He doesn't want to leave it to the judges, because last time he did that, he got robbed, didn't he? So he's not got good experiences with judges. So that's
another story.
That's another story in general. But yeah, so you've got Kanaki, the winner of the Kanaki Washington fight, which I'm told is realistic. Dominic Breazeale is a fight that we'd absolutely love. Pulev, they're all. In fact, Manuel Shah would love that fight.
Who's actually your promoter now then?
Richard Schaefer is Joe's sole.
Ringstar, yeah. Richard Schaefer, Ringstar.
Along with Al Hain.
Yeah, of course. So that's your promotional team. I do want to ask you a little bit about the sparring with Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
Rumours aside, how was the sparring and in general? Could you give us a little insight into that?
So obviously you were at the top levels. It was in Big Bear in Abel Sanchez's gym, the Summit Gym, and it's at altitude, and it's good, tough, competitive spars. Like say for instance, I started off, I did say like 5 rounds or something, 4 or 5 rounds with Tyson, and then Guido would jump in and do another 5 rounds or something like that, or sometimes we'd do 2 and like switch out. I'll spar with Guido, Tyson would jump in or whatever. So it was it was real top level sparring. I mean, me and Guido both Olympians, me silver medalist, so it went down, and it was it brought out the best of all of us.
He seems like someone who would just be an awkward fucker to spar, like literally.
Oh yeah, his head movement. He doesn't wear a head guard, of course, and he's slipping, and if you let him get going, he'll just ping your ass off. He'll just be like, flick. Oh my, you know what I mean?
There's one way for Joe to fight him. Abel told him that. There's one way for you to fight him. You have to close him down, because otherwise, if you let Tyson get through, he's unreal, isn't he?
Having sparred with Joshua as well.
Yeah. He's going to ask.
What?
You're going to ask who's
I want to just give me some comparisons between the two sparring. Obviously, you've sparred more with Joshua.
Yeah. So Joshua has a really strong guard, and he he's really strong. So so Joshua, I mean, I used to enjoy like having a tear up with him, like when he would come forward and throw like loads of shots and like trade. Obviously, it's not a really good idea to trade with Joshua. Like, he's very heavy-handed. But it was fun. But yeah, he's got a solid guard. His arms are so big, so it's like trying to get through them. And he, he's quick. So he's got them, uppercuts, hooks that are very damaging. See, if you take one cleanly, it's very damaging. Whereas Tyson, he's got really great footwork. He's so big and tall. His arms are long. He can like lean on the ropes and move his head, move his body, and just flick jabs at you and switch, turn, and you don't know where he's going. And if he comes forward at you with shots, you don't know where they're coming from. So you're just like.
So who would you say overall gave you tougher rounds? Or is that hard to answer that really?
It's hard to answer it because I mean. I think with Tyson, you're more likely to get outboxed if you're not paying attention. He'll just flicker jab you to death and turn and move off, and you have to like really be concentrating. Whereas with Joshua, you're worried about like getting hit cleanly. So if he's coming forward, winging shots at you, and you're gonna have to watch out. You're blocking them or moving out of the way. I mean, the more recent spars, like when he was professional, when I was still on the, coming up to Rio, then he was more like on the back foot and like working with his jab, and he wasn't really coming forward and having a war with me. So he's like a lot more using his footwork and practicing stuff. We'd all be practicing stuff, like doing more technical things, like working on the inside, different things like that. So, but I mean, when you're sparring, when you got that sparring at the top level, it's only going to make both parties better. And we had Fraser Clark as well. And Gorman and Dubois. So and even Okoli as.
I mean, that name was being mentioned a while ago now. It hasn't been mentioned recently. Is Dubois someone that would interest you as well, obviously? Or?
Well, yeah. He's young and he's coming up. And
why are you shaking your head? What?
I think he's very strong.
Take the fight in a million years, and the one. It's not happening, is it? Maybe in a few years down the line, but they're not going to want a part of Joe. Joe would fight Dubois, no problem. He's a great fight as well, but the two, Dubois learning his training. Joe had a lot of experience in I'm speaking seriously.
Yeah.
Joe had a lot of experience in the WSB. Dubois turned pro very early without.
I've won all their medals in the amateurs.
So maybe one day down the line, Dubois is going to be a fantastic fighter. I really rate Dubois. I honestly do. I think he's going to be a fantastic fighter.
But you need that experience. You need to
He's got a lot of maturity.
All right.
He's very strong. He's got raw strength and raw power. I think he just needs to get the more rounds in and I think his mental game as well needs to work on.
Let me just put this out there then. So, if we take out from just the UK, right? I know you're looking further afield, but just from the UK, aside from Joshua, Tyson, and I want to say Dylan White as well. Yeah. Aside from those three fighters, you sound like you would be open to pretty much anyone else at all. And obviously that's just in Britain.
Listen, how big a fight would Chisora be now? It's a great fight, isn't it? Chisora against Joe is a great fight. Chisora. I thought he won last time against Dylan White, but I fancy.
I thought IFL made that fight.
I think
we nearly did.
I think Dillian will win the rematch, but I thought Chisora won the last.
Yeah, Dillian's on fire. I've seen his training and stuff. Yeah. He's like proper like.
He deserves a world title shot. He does, doesn't he, really, Dylan White? He's done everything asked of him. He's beat Parker. He's been number one now. I actually feel bad for Dylan White.
But he's taking fights which he doesn't really need to fight. Yeah,
it's like it's like a step down, isn't it?
If I'd have been Dylan White, I'd have just waited because he's got the Golden Gate and he's got the Golden Goose fight in April. I'm virtually certain he's going to fight Joshua in April if he comes through this. But fair play to Dylan White that he's fought Lucas Brown. I know Lucas Brown weren't in the best of shape, but still he's undefeated. He fought Joseph Parker. Well,
he's fighting Chisora when he doesn't need to fight Chisora.
Yeah. It's entertaining. I'm going to watch it. It's going to be another barnstormer.
We'll have to buy both pay-per-views. I think we're going to the Frampton fight. But yeah, it's a great fight. Hopefully it's going to be more of the same. Pick up where we left off.
So after this, early part of 2019, looking to get straight back out?
Fight. I promise, it's a big fight next fight.
Okay.
We don't want to look past Hanks because again he's come in shape, hasn't he? But he's 33. Everyone keeps saying he needs to be rushed. We're not going to rush him, but we have to be faster than most because he can't hang around and smell the roses. He needs to push on. So that's what we're looking to do.
And I'm ready.
He's took himself to Big Bear, which is a bold decision, isn't it? Really, there's nothing to do there. It's isolated. He's took himself to Big Bear. He's ready for all jokes aside, he's ready for the big fights, he really is. I love the Jarrell Miller fight, but we'll see. Fans have got to want the fight as well, because a lot of fights are made nowadays through the fans'
public demand.
Public demand, exactly. And I think if the fans demand that fight, it will happen. And I think it's a great fight in New York or in England. It's a great fight. Two big men coming forward at each other.
We'll see how it pans out. Right, Sam, Jones, Joe, Joyce, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV. You've got a press conference tomorrow, which by the time this interview goes out, it's actually today, Thursday. And yeah.
To get on the editing and stuff.
No, it's 3 o'clock in the morning at home. It's got to be kept in line with the UK
timeage.
You know.
Adam's like completely like ducked out of this one. Right? Go on the camera, look at the jet lag. Show him, show the camera, show Adam.
They won't be able to hear him though, because you've got the mic.
Well, it's worth a shot.
Yeah.
I'll just pan it. If people don't really realise who we're talking about. This is a blast from the past. I'm not sure they can hear you, Adam, but just got him on anyway. Alright guys, thank you very much. Talking to IFL TV. I managed to get half hour out of you with the aid of Sam Jones, but still.
But listen to me, you asked me to be in this. I did not ask to be in
Correct.
this. So,
comments on. Should we have a vote?
Yeah, go on.
comments off.
Comments on.
3-1.
Listen to me, do you know the last time I did an iPhone, someone actually put, I want him to die of leukemia. Wow. Why would you say, listen
That's
to me.
horrendous.
Listen to me.
No, that's horrendous.
Can you imagine? I can't even spell leukemia.
No, but do you know what? You can't, when people write shit like that, I can't even comprehend the YouTube world when people write shit like that. That's
I don't mind.
fucking
I've had George Michael looking prick. I've had.
That's
there you go. You scored the booze now.
Darby Al Heyman. I like that.
Darby Al
I've had all of them. But literally, someone literally put, I hope you die of leukemia. And I was like, I wanted to message him and say, mate, that's like, yeah,
that's hard.
Well done, spelling.
And also, congratulations.
Do you know the worst comment I got once was like on Twitter? Someone said, "Leave our white women alone." I was like, "Oh, mate, chill out."
Leave it. Taking our women.
Yeah.
You get a lot of abuse, to be fair.
Leave our white women alone.
Mate,
you know we get tweeted that now.
I get some, just but the leukemia one was a real bad.
No, that's fucking out of order. That's horrendous. That's like scum below scum level.
I was saying to her, I don't mind. Do you know when people say, "Oh, he's a prick," but literally, he's gone out his way to spell leukemia. It's a real load of hate, that, isn't it?
All right, I'll keep an eye on some of the comments. Sam, Joe, and Adam for all your help as well. Adam, cheers, mate. Yeah. Catch up with you soon. Best of luck this weekend.
Nice one, KUGAN.